Hey everybody. So today we're going to be doing another walkthrough, kind of a bonus one. We walked through the Jeeps. Now we're going to walk through our ORV trailer. Kind of some cool stuff about it, some features and stuff. Bought this from basically the ground up to the box from a fellow off-roader, fellow Jeep enthusiast, John. If you're out there watching, thank you so much, man. It's been treating us well. Appreciate you building it up, and we'll take a walk around, see everything we added, and highlight all the good stuff. So like I said, bought this trailer from buddy John, who he was selling it up on St. Helen, up on some land that we use up there to camp and set up for events for our club, stuff like that. Quick walk around. So basically he built from the tires up to the top of the box. He put in some wiring. He actually, I believe these are the same bolt pattern as his TJ. He had 37s on there with some pretty serious rims. Those are true beadlocks. They've lasted a good amount of time, good miles on those. Those work out super well. He also put in a spot for a battery and a little fuse box here. Battery's disconnected right now just because it's been sitting in storage and whatnot, but pretty cool. It's got a couple plugs on the other side there. That switch up front can check the volts. And then got a couple different spots for plug-ins. Got a little trickle charger on that too that we added in there. But then inside the bed, he actually did some extra wiring for some other plug-in spots towards the back there. Had to go through and do a little update, but still a great place to start. The other cool thing is it has what's called a lock and roll hitch, which you can see it hooks onto the pins here, so it can go up and down the pins. It can go side to side, and it can rotate around. So it gets XYZ coverage. Really great hitch. We did a trip across the Upper Peninsula of Michigan that was about 500 miles all said and done. And yeah, it survived it, and man, it thrived actually. So good little setup on the box. And we'll take a look inside and the stuff that I added in there. So as we go around up top of the box and inside, good amount of storage space inside there. There's those plugs that I was talking about John started the wiring for. And on top here we also had a couple spaces for toolboxes, a couple little hangers there. Get a ratchet strap around them and run them around. That was a nice touch. What I added in here was actually a full-size propane tank holder from Power Tank. This is something we added for that expedition trip across the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. You know, we were going on a big trek. We weren't going to be stopping at hotels or anything like that. Wasn't sure if we needed heat or cooking fuel or stuff like that. So that can hold a full-size propane tank, which was really convenient. I got hose attachments for the heaters and grills and all that stuff. One of actually the my C word projects when we were all in lockdown and stuff like that was actually building this rack. You know, I'm a engineer, so I got CAD and stuff like that, so I actually modeled this whole thing in the CAD program on my off hours, of course. As you can see, it has a mount for my high lift jack. It has a spot for a trickle charger for the battery there, and then it has a couple other roto packs mounts for more gas tanks. I have another one sitting in the garage, but two's pretty good, and that whole corner is kind of the fuel corner, and it's all in one spot. But when we kept going, we added a Tepui rooftop tent, which has served us really well. It's the Tepui Autona, so it's a 3-person. It has an annex room. We'll open it all up. But the other thing there is kind of the deck cover, where you see there's a pallet up there. We've actually used that when we're out. We have like one of the pop-up shower tents, and you can stand on that instead of standing in the dirt while you're showering or using the pop-up toilet. And yeah, just some creature comforts, as it were. And we'll start opening this up here. But yeah, lots of cool, fun adventures with this. So we're starting to open it up a little bit here. That's the cover off a little bit more. Well, now it's at least folded open. A little bit more to go. And we gotta give it the Midwest because we still got the annex room to go, but almost there. And there we go, our home away from home when we're out on an adventure. We'll take a little walk around here. Like I said, it's a Tepui, a ton of 3 persons, got the annex room. Like I said, we got the lights there, so we got a couple plugins. We'll show you what's going on inside there. But it's got some cool windows out the side, rain fly. You can see up top inside of there, it's got covers that come down, kind of double doors, really help insulate. It's a really thick material, which is actually really nice because it keeps us nice and warm. Even when we don't run the heater, we're still nice and warm inside. We'll go inside here and kind of, for some scale, put a favorite camping table and one of our favorite camping chairs in here. And you can kind of see there's lots of room. We've actually had another chair in here. We've had coolers. We've had all sorts of stuff underneath. So lots of good room in here. Very spacious. You're not pressed for space when you're changing, which is nice. Kind of going up top, you see the bed, you see all the pockets. We'll snap up there real fast, but one of the cool features that we added in there was light strips. So we got one inside up top and we got one down below here. So that way when it's nighttime and we got the doors up and everything, so it's all closed up and toasty warm, we're still plenty bright inside. And I know I mentioned I had toolboxes there, and you may think, oh shoot, you can't get to it. Well, Tepui thought of that, and actually if you're on the side of your vehicle, you can open that up and still get to everything on the other side. So really convenient, really well thought out. Let's head upstairs. All right, so now we're upstairs. See little window vents and all sorts of stuff there. I got doors I can close from the inside here. Drop that down, and then actually if the rain fly is off, those are mesh, and those also have covers. So if we want to go fall asleep under the stars and watch everything, maybe we're at like a dark sky park, or maybe there's a chance of northern lights, we can see everything there. Like I said, lots of pockets. I'm big on storage, so I love my pockets, being able to have everything here. It says it sleeps 3. I'm laying down on the far side. It'd be a snug 3, but if it's a hot summer day, sometimes 2's good and you're not right up against each other too warm there. Well, the other kind of cool features about these lights, actually, kind of forgot about, is so right now it's a white light, but it can also be a soft yellow. So when you're going to sleep or when you're waking up, you can not blind yourself, which is always nice because no one likes waking up and all of a sudden you get that. So really like these lights, really like this tent. Yeah, we'll kind of wrap up here, but awesome times and awesome adventures have been had in this. So that's it. That's the tour of our rooftop trailer, rooftop tent and ORV trailer. We've had some awesome adventures in this. I've used it a few times just to stay at campgrounds and different off-road parks. Probably be doing more of that. Big highlight trip that it did where we pulled it 500 miles across the UP, starting in like Mackinac City, going through St. Ignace, and then going the other way off the bridge, heading west and heading all the way out to Porcupine Mountains. That was an awesome trip. That was the Expedition 2, hosted by Milestar Tires, with sponsors like Rancho Suspension, Fresh Coast Off-Road, and Torque Master Industries, All Pro Off-Road, Trails Magazine, and Ace Engineering. That was an awesome time. There are lots of great pictures from there. Probably post a couple in the closings here. Armin was our photographer there. He absolutely killed it with those. That was such an amazing trip. Lots of great people on that one. That was one of those trips I haven't stopped talking about, and that was 2 or 3 years ago. So awesome time. If you ever get a chance to do one of those, do one. Join us on the trail. Hope to see you guys next time. I like Jeeps. You guys like Jeeps? Bye.